Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games, and today I'm playing Tamarak Trail. Now, Tamarak Trail is a new game. Came out 2 days ago, February 29th. That's yesterday, 1 day ago, February 29th. I did receive my copy free from the publisher, but this is not a sponsored stream. I am choosing to stream this game because I had fun with the first few hours of it. We're starting from a blank profile, and I'm going to try out the game basically from the start on stream. So let's see how it goes. Hello, Val. Welcome to the stream. Alright. First steps first, if we go to the lodge, this is the meta progression part of the game. This game is a roguelike with meta progression. Now, there are... yeah, okay. So, he's telling us what this is. We can upgrade the lodge here. The lodge has fallen into disrepair over the years, and restoring the lodge can help us on our journey. However, to restore the lodge, we need to collect those, which are meta progression coins. So meta progression coins help us upgrade the lodge. We can choose our hero for the journey, although we can't actually do that because there's only one hero unlocked, and the other heroes require 10 of the meta progression coins. So it will be a while before we could actually try out a new hero. And then To the Trail is starting out the game. So there's a lot of things that you can upgrade. You can see the different costs, like the Botany Lab costs 10, this one costs 15, another 10, another 15, another 10, 5 for unlocking puzzle encounters, which sounds interesting. This one is unfortunately the one I'm going to upgrade first, though I hate it. I hate this one, even though I am going to upgrade it first, because this is the one that gives you more of the meta progression coins. You spend meta progression coins to get more meta progression coins. It's not fun, but it is the way the game is designed, and based on the strategic choice of unlocking everything, you should unlock this thing first. And then everything else is very interesting. This one only cost 1, but we're going to put it off until, you know, after the percentage increase in how many coins we get. So, To the Trail. Welcome to the trail. We are here, all the way on the left. You can select one of the icons to move forward, and scroll to the right to plan your path. Now, if we scroll to the right, we can see that there are essentially 3 acts to this game. Very similar to how Slay the Spire is set up. So, Act 3, we get to there, which is the end boss. Act 2, all of the paths end up going here. It's kind of hard to see, but this one crosses that one, so you can't skip this. This is the Act 2 boss. And the Act 1 boss is right here. So really, in terms of planning your journey, actually, 4 acts, sorry. This is the Act 2 boss. This is the Act 1 boss. Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and finally Act 4. So really, for planning our journey, the only thing that we need to worry about is this one, because all paths go through here. Unfortunately, there's no legend on the map. We can see that we have gold, or sorry, resolve. We've got gold over here. No, we've got gold somewhere. There it is. Gold is your currency for the run. This thing is your meta progression currency. This is the amount of time passed. I don't know what that actually means for the game. It might be how many nodes we go to, because not all paths seem to be the same length. So maybe that is the nodes that we go to. This is our health. We have 5 health total. And then resolve, which is also kind of our health. For the map, the little skulls are normal enemies. The little tents are kind of like fires, they're rest places. These little kind of exclamation point things are events, and the little chests are places to get passive bonuses. So we definitely want to get some passive bonuses. The way this game is set up, you have a limited number of passive bonuses you can hold. So although we want to get them, we can't really get a lot of them. So I think for the first one, I'm going to avoid the events actually, and go down here, I think. So let's go this way. Alright. You'll need to defeat monsters on your way to continue. It tells you what they're doing, but it doesn't really tell you what they're doing, because it just has a little swirl, and even mousing over doesn't tell you any more information. So there's the enemy intent. This is... so here's a die, and here's a rolling pad. So we're actually like rolling dice on a pad. And then we drag our dice to the target to make it actually happen. So this is a basic attack that deals 5 damage. And if we hold it over the target, we do 5 damage. You can see that damage was done to their resolve. They've got 3 resolve left, and they increase their resolve by 2 every turn. Alright, dice abilities cost resolve. We did actually just spend part of our health in order to throw that damage out. And if you don't add a die, if you don't use one of your die, then you get more resolve. So currently we're getting 6 per turn. If we don't use a die, we'll get more. I don't know if that means like you don't even roll the die, or if it also counts if you roll the die and then you don't use it. So the next part here is that when some damage would go to your character, or the enemy's character for that matter, when there's not enough resolve to stop it, then it starts hurting your actual health, your hearts, or the enemy hearts for that matter. And that's what we want to avoid as much as we can. So, protect your hearts. There's also an auto-roll ability. Auto-roll seems to be like a really bad thing to do in this game, and I'll explain why in a bit. We also have reroll charges. We've got 3. Those are 3 for the entire run. This is not like 3 per battle. That's 3 for the entire run. And then we also have, our hero has gain 5 health once per battle, basically. Alright. Now the reason why you don't want to automatically roll the dice is that if you hit a die with another die, it might increase what the die does, but it also increases the amount of resolve that die costs. So this die we're not going to use because this gains 1 flip. Actually, we will use it. So we gain a dodge, but that dodge goes away at the end of our turn, and it exhausts this side of the die. Exhausting the side of the die is interesting because you basically can't, if you roll that side again, you don't get to use it, but you can spend resolve in order to make that exhausted side no longer exhausted. So exhausted abilities can be used more than once per battle, but it's expensive and difficult to use them more than once per battle. Anyway, we got another thing. So he's only got 3 health left, and this does 5 damage. So that means we're going to deal damage to the heart. And you can see we just dealt damage to one of its hearts. Oh, and we have options on that I believe I want to turn off. So let's do that. So, no more automatic end turn. I will choose when to end my turn. Alright, so let me demo why you don't want to auto-roll the dice. So if I roll this dice like this, I bounced my dice off of the other die, which sometimes is good. However, each bounce increases the cost of an ability by 1 resolve, and remember the resolve is essentially our health during the battle. So we normally don't want to do that. Some abilities increase in power with more bounces, so that's the only reason we would ever want to do that. Normally a basic attack costs 1 health to use, 1 resolve. Now this costs 2. So be careful how you roll your dice. And then we've got, these are die faces to use. So hide gives us 4 stealth. Stealth causes us to receive half damage. And whenever we get damaged, we lose 1 of our stealth charges. So this reduces our damage by half for most of the battle, basically. This one is interesting because it has a flip the die to the left, which means if you do this, you can use multiple faces of the same die during the same turn, which is interesting, but remember that that uses more resolve. Like we would do this, deal 2 damage for 1 resolve, then we'd have to pay more resolve for the next thing. And I think that paying our own health to do 2 damage is maybe not great. We're dealing 2 resolve worth of damage to the enemy, and we're spending 1 of our own resolve to do that. A 2-to-1 ratio is not great, I don't think. Then finally there's parry. So parry, what it says down there is it applies 2 confusion to enemies that attack you. Confusion, I don't know why they don't have the tooltip for confusion here, but confusion reduces how much damage their attacks deal. So I'm going to take this one because I think reducing how much damage their attacks deal is very good. And I would be very happy to find a stealth as well. Notice that both of the defensive abilities cost 0 resolve. I think that's pretty significant. It makes the defensive abilities quite good, I believe. We'll see more as we go. Alright, the Dice Forge. So this is probably the most interesting part of the game, I think, from what I've done so far. You get to customize your dice abilities and dice cores. Dice cores are the passive abilities. We don't have any of those yet. So we can grab a die, like this one, put it in the forge. We get to see all of the sides of our die, and we can do things like replace one of these. I would actually want this one to be here. So if you see the back flip, flips to the other side. So if it flips to the other side, we could also get parry with the backflip. This also means we would get parry more often. I think I don't want to do that. I think if we're flipping, then I would rather do the damage. And then the other thing we can do is, we look at this die. This die has a defensive side. I think that's kind of silly. Let's take that off. Let's have one die be the attack die. By the way, this one, apply 3 bleed per bounce. So this does nothing unless you bounce another die off of it. However, 3 bleed is basically like poison in Slay the Spire. It does damage over time. I wish it said that when we're here, like it told you what bleed meant when you're here. If you bring it over here, it still doesn't show you. Yeah, there's some polish that this game needs to just be nicer to new players, like tell you more of what the game is doing. There's some polish that's needed, but from what I've played so far, has been fun. So I've got 1 defensive die, 1 attacking die. Let's go. All right, we're fighting. I don't know what any of these are named, and they don't show the name when you hover over them, so we're fighting this dude with a pistol. Also, one of the things I haven't pointed out is their ability. they increase how much damage they deal every time we deal them heart damage, which hasn't meant anything so far, but will probably start meaning something soon. Alright, 2 parry. So we've got 2 parry, which means if he attacks us, which he's not doing right now, he will start doing less damage. So he's attacking us for 9, which is a lot. Why is he attacking for 9? I don't know. He's just attacking for 9. We are going to reduce how much damage he deals in the future because he's attacking us. And this is the side that cares about a bounce. You can see it there. Apply 3 bleed per bounce. So the only way we get to do anything with that die is if we bounce this one off of it. So we'll do that. Even though it makes this one cost more too. So bounces are annoying because they make both dice cost more to play. Which means we added 2 resolve, 2 of our own health that we're going to spend this turn. Some attacks grant you shield. That was not an attack, it just gave me shield. I don't think that should be called an attack, Mr. Sir Tutorial Man. And just like Slay the Spire, your shield goes away every turn. So now we can use 2 of our own health to deal 3 bleed. Bleed deals damage over time. So we're getting a lot of damage to ourselves this turn. But he's got confusion now, which means he is dealing half as much damage or less damage, 1 less damage than he normally would. Which is something. Alright, we got another one that requires a bounce. So gain some shield, put on some more bleed. Bleed is basically going to take out this enemy for us, little by little. Ooh, he did gain armor both times, so we haven't been dealing him much damage. Alright, we're getting more bleed. We only have one side that has this, so apparently I'm throwing my die in such a way that we're getting that every time. And there's no reason to use this die because he's not attacking, and this is a defense die. So let's see, normally I regain 6. Let's see if it's 7. It's only 6. So I guess it only goes up if you don't even throw the die. Interesting. It's not just if you use the ability. Oh my gosh, we got the bouncing one again. Alright. Well, we will continue to deal bleed. Bleed will certainly destroy this enemy. Something other than the bleed? Alright. I think the physics engine in this game for the die bounces really needs to be updated. Like, if there's anything about this game that really, really needs to be fixed, it's probably the physics engine for the dice. Because, you know, if I'm rolling the same thing almost every turn when I'm not trying, that means that if I was trying to do that, I could definitely force one of the plays every single turn, which is not a good thing for it to be in the game. Alright, we're gonna win this turn due to bleed. Alright, so we've got some sheep, which applies drowsy per die bounce. Drowsy reduces the regen that the enemy has. So that's kind of like bleed, but it's bad bleed, I think. I think that's just bad bleed. Because it doesn't hurt their health, it only hurts their regen health. So we're probably not going to take that. Powerful shot cost 4 of our own health. That's really expensive. It does 10 damage, but that's not a great ratio. I think we're going to take more parry. Alright, let's take more parry. And we're going to put the parry on our defensive die. I guess right there. So we're going to parry a lot. Hopefully. Parry a lot. And then this die... Do we want the bleed or do we want the attack? Probably the bleed. Bleed is good for the later enemies, probably. So let's go toward this chest. I think we want to have a chest. So we heal 1 health. We didn't take any health damage yet. And we gain 5 resolve for the next battle. So we've got 30 resolve, but that's temporary. We're still usually at 25. Alright, the pest. When it's wounded, it'll heal 1 wound and lose pest at 3 stacks. But it only has 2 wounds available. So this does nothing? It gains a pest stack if it's wounded, and then it heals 1 wound at 3 stacks. Doesn't that do exactly nothing? If I'm reading that right, that ability does nothing. So we'll ignore it. And just put bleed on our enemy. Alright, it got a dodge ability. Dodge ability means that attacking it is pointless. We also got dodge, by the way. So we got a dodge, and we're also going to put this parry up. And then there's no reason to attack into dodge, because the dodge does go away. So no reason to use our own health. So it's doing 5 damage now instead of 6 because of the confusion we just put on. Alright. Get some armor, put on more bleed. If I just always roll the one side of the die that has bleed on it, I guess we'll do just fine every time. Man, I can force that, can't I? I could actually force it so that we always use one of the sides of the die. That's not good. That's a real flaw, I think, in the game. So for example, I'm going to do this. Alright, well, I didn't get it that time, so maybe it's not as flawed as I thought. I don't know if it dodges bleed. Let's find out. So if I click end turn, does it take the bleed damage? It did not. It dodges the bleed. How weird. You can dodge your own bleeding body. So this time it should actually take the bleed damage and lose a heart. It got the pest to 2, which, as we've discussed, probably just does nothing. Alright, so how much does it cost to unexhaust this? It costs 4 of our own health. Okay, so we've spent 4 health to unexhaust that. And then I believe if we attack here, it removes the dodge, and we're going to kill it with bleed, because it gains 2 and then loses 3. Yeah, there we go. Alright, there's more parry, but honestly, how much parry do you need? Probably not over all of your die. Countermeasures. Gain 6 armor and apply 1 counterattack. Counterattack returns half of the damage to the attacker. That seems good. And deal 2 to all monsters. Flip the die to the right, but it costs 2 of our own health to do that. I don't like that. I'm going to continue not liking the stuff that cost a lot of our own health for its damage. Let's get countermeasures. This costs 2 of our health, but it gives us armor, and the counterattack seems pretty good. And let's put that on our defense die. Do we want it instead of one of the parries? Should we put one of the parries on the other die? I don't know yet. Let's keep both parries. Alright, another one of these. Have no idea what the pest actually does. I don't think pest does anything. Alright, that one's pointless to play. This one would cost 2 of our health and do nothing. So let's not do that. Alright, that's good. This one blocks for 6 and counterattacks. I wonder if it blocks the counterattack. Let's... Oh, I meant to test whether it dodged the counterattack. And I attacked into the dodge, so it did not test that at all. Alright, it's not dodging this turn, so testing it this turn doesn't do anything. Alright, there is our bleed. So let's play the bleed. That should deal 1 heart's worth of damage, and there's no reason to play that. So it has dodge. We know that it dodges bleed. Ooh, but does it dodge? Alright, so we get to find out. Does it dodge the counterattack? It dodged the bleed. Okay, we don't get to find out. Because the bleed happened first. I would love to know, but we won't know. We're just going to win. Oh, actually, we're not winning yet. And I forgot to block. Oh, we've got poison on us. Poison is exactly the same as bleed. Why is poison... Apply 1 damage per stack at the start of turn. Deal 1 damage per stack at the start of turn. The wording is slightly different. This one says deal, this one says apply. But I think they are exactly the same. Why do they have 2 mechanics that are exactly the same? I don't know. This is a new game. There are probably some kinks that need to be worked out. Okay, we could get another backflip. Gaining 1 dodge does seem pretty good. But it does cost 3 of our own health to dodge something. And it exhausts, so it's limited use. This one is uncommon. It deals 7 and flips the die to the top if the hit enemy has any debuffs, such as confusion or bleed in our deck. That's not bad. Ooh. Deal 7 damage and apply 4 blind for only 1 resolve. And that reduces how much damage they deal. Ooh, let's take that. Alright. That's a better damage one. We're going to put it on the front of this die. So there we go. We got our dodge die and our what is that called? Smoke bomb? I think that's called smoke bomb. Alright. Golden Skull removes 1 random debuff stack on flip. I think that only applies if we flip our die. And we only have 1 way to flip our die. Add 5 defense on flip. That's an extremely niche use case. Increase resolve regeneration by 1. Now that one's good. That gives us 1 health every turn. We're going to take that one. And we're going to put it on a die. We've gained a die core. Dice cores are powerful modifiers for your deck. Let's grab a die, put it in the middle, and put the core right there. Dice can also hold a single die core. I think that's supposed to be only. Dice can only hold a single dice core, but you can change them when you want. That seems good. I don't know if this has an effect literally every turn or only when we use the ability on this die. I'm not sure if we're going to notice the difference, so it might be hard to know. Alright, we got our poison one again, so let's knock into that. And this one applies 1 counterattack, which seems pretty good when they're attacking for 7. So you can see we just used 5 of our own resolve. We heal by 6 every turn, so we're actually going to heal exactly to full. But if we spent too much attacking, then we would not do well. Alright, we got the bleed again. Oh, you can knock your die to a different side. Oh, that was not useful that turn. But it's good to know you can do that. So, if you don't like what you rolled, you could, like, try to knock the die. Okay, what's that one? That one's the smoke bomb? Okay. Let's do that first. So he's attacking for a lot. But he's also very close to dead. So I think we'll be just fine. Not if we get poison. Let's see if we can knock our die really hard. that did not achieve the desired result. Alright, we're going to spend our health this turn. Now then, let's try that again. So that's actually good. Alright, we are definitely winning this turn. We got him to 0? Why did that win? I thought I was dealing him exactly to 0. Anyway, we got another smoke bomb, which I think is very nice. Backstab. Deal 7 per bounce. Oh, so we have to bounce into it for it to do anything. Apply 2 exposed if under stealth. Exposed is the same as... Well, they receive 50% more damage for each stack. So if there's multiple stacks, then you could get... Yeah, this one means that they would get double damage for the next attack. I think I like our smoke bomb. Yeah, let's take our smoke bomb. Let's make this the smoke bomb die. Alright, first boss. I have fought the first boss before. The first boss has a lot of health, and I believe he summons a dude. So we have to deal with the fact that he might summon a dude. The dude that he summoned has a lot less health than he does. I think we should probably take out the summoned guy first, but I don't know. I don't know what the... Oh, that one's not great. Oh, actually, this is good, because even though we're only dodging one of these attacks, I think this 2 times 5 is 5 damage twice, not 2 damage 5 times. But it doesn't say anywhere. And it kind of matters for the dodge. But applying 2 parry is excellent, because that means we're going to apply a lot of confusion to these enemies, which is good. There we go. So he's got 3 confusion, so he attacks for a lot less than he normally does. 3 less attack than he normally does. That seems really good. I didn't knock into that die. Alright. Well, this one does nothing unless you knock into it. So we'll just not play it then. That was a mistake. What does that do? If I'm exposed, I get extra damage. But he deals a lot less damage. So he's only doing 2 times 2 now because of the confusion. And we block all of that. So we're going to heal up actually this turn. Yeah, we're at full health. He's got 7 confusion, so he only ever does 1 damage now. That seems quite nice. It does make our counterattack do a lot less. Let's give you some bleed. We're trying to kill you first. I think the fact that we have 10 confusion on the boss is really going to make this a lot easier than it should be. 10 confusion on the boss is incredible. He's got stealth, but we'll just give him more bleed, I guess. Alright, so this would cost 1 to play, and it would block 1 damage. So it's a wash playing that card, or playing that die, I guess. We are exposed again, so we're taking 2 damage from the boss. Oh no. And we'll have him get back his confusion. So this one should get hit from the bleed, but if we hit him again, that means that he dies. There we go. The ad has been deleted. Let's now just defeat the boss. This actually doesn't help us. I don't know if he gets 1 damage from the counterattack. I guess let's see if he does. So we got the 3. Does he get 1 damage back? He does not. 50% of 1 is 0, according to this game. I think we've essentially beaten this boss. We just have to go through the motions at this point. We've stacked up 10 confusion and 6 bleed, so I think we're doing just fine. And due to the 9 bleed, he's just going to take 1 heart worth of damage every turn. And extra if we also attack him. What's that? Apply 1 flame when attacking. I wonder what flame does. It sounds like another thing that could be the same as bleed. Let's find out. What does 1 flame do? Apply 2 per stack at the start of turn. So burns are twice as good as poison. I see. I mean, we're just going to end our turn and win. But that is the 3rd. And we got the Beast of the Woods achievement, by the way. We're defeating the first boss. That is the 3rd mechanic that is the same as bleed. And actually we've seen 4 mechanics that are basically the same. We've seen burn, which is 2 times bleed, we've seen bleed. We've seen poison, which is exactly the same as bleed. And we've seen whatever the sheep one was. I think it was drowsy, which was bleed, but only for regeneration. Anyway, we got a new die. So let's fill that die up with stuff. All of our basic attack stuff. And it's going to have 1 empty face because we've only fought 5 battles. Alright, let's move on. We've got 3 dice now. But unfortunately, our resolve regeneration is still at 6. So the more dice you have, the more you use your own health. Which seems like it could be a bad thing, kind of. I definitely want to go to that chest. Or that chest. This is the super event path. It's got 3 events in it. We could go to a whole bunch of events. Or we could go this path and get 1 event. And how many? That's 6 enemies. This is 5 enemies. I guess let's go the bottom path. Just get lots of events. The Hungry Beast. You find something interesting here, right? I did. We can fight the beast, offer a sacrifice, try to scare it off, or run. Hovering over this doesn't give any more damage, any more information. But I'm pretty sure what run and fight the beast mean. Well, run might come with some downside. We're gonna fight it. Fight the beast. Ooh, and we gained a meta progression by fighting this beast. Alright. That's dealing 11 damage on the first turn. And all attacks apply 1 bleed. Ooh. Apply 1 scare to the hero when wounded. And decrease attack by 5 per ghost dog. I guess these are ghost dogs. So once we defeat one of them, the other one will attack for more. Okay, good to know. We got our bleed die, so let's knock this one into it. Hey, we got this. This is great. Doing a backflip means we don't take that 11 damage. And we get the parry. So we're going to apply confusion to you. Alright, hitting that a second time means that it applies 6 bleed, but it also costs 3 to play. I think since we're applying confusion to the left one, we should probably take out the right one first. I've used a ton of my health this turn. That's not going to stop me from using more, but just pointing out that I'm using my health kind of a lot. I used 10 resolve that turn. We only regained 6. Ooh, and I got something. I got Soul Bite. Apply 1 damage per stack at the start of turn, which is the same as Bleed. And then the applier gains Resolve. So yet another very similar to Bleed. We've seen Bleed, Burn, Soul Bite, and Drowsy, and Poison. That are all basically the same. Oh man, it costs 4 to unexhaust this. I guess we do want to unexhaust it. And we got nothing. Alright. Well, let's knock this one down. We could use our change of plans. I'm going to use that when I feel like we need it. Oh, we regained 7 that turn. And then we took 4. Ooh, the Soul Bite can really stack up. Which, of course it can. It's the same as Bleed. So that does nothing this turn. Actually, does it work on this 4? We should try it. It costs 2 to try this, which is unfortunate, but we should try it. And we can deal a damage. Alright, and we got Scare. Scare. Lose 1 heart at 3 stacks. Ooh. That's scary. Lose 1 heart at 3 stacks. So we need to be careful not to kill them? Well, we have to kill them. If I end my turn, does the scare go down? Oh, we gained another one because of the bleed. How do we get rid of scare? Okay, it went down by 1. Okay, we need to be careful to kill them slowly, is what I'm hearing. Kill them slowly. Okay. This is good. If we kill this one this turn, can we do that? I think the answer is no, we can't. Because it has 4 armor. If it didn't have the 4 armor, so this deals 5 damage. And then we can deal another 5 damage. And then it regains 2 and takes 3 from the bleed. So I don't think that it dies this turn. Now we would take a heart's worth of damage this turn. So we're going to use Change of Plans to regain some health. We only get to do that once, though. Ooh. Oh no. That ghost died. And then the other one dealt more damage due to the lone wolf. And then we took bleed damage. We took 2 hearts worth of damage that turn. Oh, that was very bad. The order that they attacked was extremely important there. The rightmost one attacked first. And that made this one do more damage, which made it so that we got a lot of damage. We also have 0, by the way. Oh no, the soul bite. The soul bite is killing us too. Okay, so we could very easily lose this battle. In fact, we're going to lose a lot this turn, aren't we? We can do this. There's no reason to use this. It cost 1. Alright. So are we going to lose this battle? Here's the question. If we don't use our dice, then we might survive. Oh no. Well, this is at least good to apply parry. Yeah, we're not going to use those, right? I mean, I guess if it's attacking for 16, there's no reason not to. Oh no. This battle is going to be bad. I did choose to take this battle. We're at 1. Alright. We basically need to roll the dodge face. Even rolling the dodge face, we die, don't we? Well, still. Ho-ho, we rolled this dodge face too? Does that cause us to survive? No, of course it doesn't. We're getting attacked for 15. Alright. We lost our first run. Alright, we have unlocked Watch and Learn. Cost 0. Gain Resolve per bounce. Gain 3 Resolve and then plus 2 per bounce. Interesting. So that's a way to regain resolve. Unfortunately, it seems worse than block unless they're not attacking. If they're not attacking, that's better than block. If not, it's worse than block. We visited 9 nodes. We killed 7 monsters. We killed 1 boss. All right, and we never spent our gold. But we got our one Garmin Bosia. We got our 1 meta progression coin, and we should get 2, right? Oh, I think we only got the 2 if we won that battle against the beast. That's sad. So there's nothing in the lodge that we're going to upgrade now. We need to gain 5 of those before we upgrade. So to the trail to start our second run. So, for our second run, what do we want to do? We could go this path, the super event path with 2 chests. I kind of like that. Let's go that path. We don't have any money. That's silly. Alright, that was nothing. I would much rather have fought an enemy than what just happened there. Alright, apply some bleed. The first couple battles, I think, are kind of nothing battles. You just roll your dice and you play your dice. Alright, the physics for this dice rolling really do need to be upgraded. I think that's the one thing that I think would be most important for this game to change over time, is fix the dice physics. The dice physics are broken for a game that relies so much on them. Alright, exploit weakness is fine. I do really like my countermeasures. Deal 3 damage and apply 2 drowsy. Drowsy is worse poison. Nope, I'm taking countermeasures. And we're putting countermeasures on this die. And then we're making this the attack die. So the attack die has only attacks. This one is going to have block. I think that we should make this one go here, so it's more likely that we get to play that one. Because if we roll the backflip, we could also do that. Or actually, with what we have currently, if we backflip, we should attack that turn. We don't need to block the turn that we backflip. Alright, so that's what we're doing. And let's get a die core. So this one, I think, is kind of pointless. This one is also kind of pointless. I think the on-flip ones are kind of pointless. Increase damage of all attacks by 1. Alright, we'll take that. And we're going to put that on the attack die. All attacks increase by 1. Do we want to take off the poison? The bleed, I mean? Nah, let's keep the bleed. Alright then. We got poison first turn. That's fine. Start the bleed. I keep calling it poison. I'm thinking of this in Slay the Spire terms. Although poison and bleed are exactly the same in this game, so works in this game too. Block that, attack that. And I guess we're going to dodge. And dodging means we get to attack, so I think we just win here. Great. Alright, so we got the parry and the countermeasures. And we got deal 4 damage, flip the die to the left. Again, 2 health on me or 4 health on them. Seems like a bad plan. I like the countermeasures. I also like the parry. Let's take countermeasures. And now we're going to put the countermeasures there. So we've got 1 defense die, 1 attack die. And we get another die core. Alright, I think we're going to take Resolve Regeneration. Because that's good on our defense die. So now both of our dice have passive abilities. That's nice. Alright. This is another battle where I think we just basically play everything that comes. Swift. Double the damage from your next attack. Lose 1 when attacking. Alright, I assume that will never affect us. Because we won't lose all of our resolve, so we should be just fine. So it doesn't cost them any resolve to use abilities, of course. It's us that spend abilities for, or spend resolve for abilities. Them, their regeneration is all about just health regeneration, to make it harder to kill them. The poison. Well, I guess we'll bounce into it. Ho-ho! So we should win due to the counterattack, right? Yes, great. We've got another countermeasures. I did not like this one, because it doesn't deal any damage unless you bounce into it. So you're dealing not a lot of damage per thing. Aim for the eyes. That looks like worse Smoke Bomb. Because Smoke Bomb dealt 7 and did 4 blind, and only cost 1. This one is a worse Smoke Bomb. Why are there two die faces that are the same, but one is worse? I even think that Smoke Bomb was common. I'm going to take more countermeasures. I like my countermeasures. Alright. Another event. We can buy a potion. Alright. I'm going to buy a green potion. From the Lady in the Woods. Nothing could go wrong here. You gain 5 max resolve, but you lose 1 heart. Okay. Actually, I think that's incredible, because we can get that heart back just resting at a tent, and the 5 extra resolve makes it much harder for us to lose other resolve. The 5 extra resolve makes it harder for us to get another wound. Alright, let's fight the first boss. I think we're going to do just fine against the first boss. With what we have. We don't have what we had last time, where we made it so that the boss did almost no damage. But still, I think we're going to do fine. Alright, this is going to deal damage against the boss. And let's take out this one first again. It showed a little thing there when I used that because of the die core. I think we should just put the bleeding on the boss though, because the boss is going to be around longer. Okay, block 6, and I guess I'll deal you effectively 1 damage, for 1 damage myself. Ooh, this is a lot of damage. 10 and 14? That's a lot of damage. Luckily, we're going to counterattack. But still, that is a lot of damage coming in. Let's see if we actually beat this first boss. I mean, I guess even after that we look fine. I might be wrong about us taking out the little one first. Alright, so this is a bad thing. We got just a normal block. So we are surviving. But we can't say much more than we are surviving. I guess I'm going to knock the boss out, because it's so much closer to death. Oh, we're exposed. That's why we're taking so much damage. So 10 and 16 means that we survive. I think this is a good time to use this. Oh yes, especially because we got dealt more damage because he lost another heart part of the way through there. Ooh, the poison is not what we wanted to see, honestly. Alright, so how much damage are we going to take? I think he attacks first. So 2 times 8 is 16. We're going to lose 1 heart. Do we lose 2 if I play this one? That's the real question. Because I want to play this one. This one costs 2 to play. So I think we are going to lose 1 heart, and we lose 1 heart no matter what I do. So let's... Oh, I was wrong. We lost 2 hearts because I did that. Okay, so that was a bad idea, turns out. Now, the boss is going to die from the bleed. So we're not going to die right here. I am trusting that we're not going to die right here. Alright, we did not die right there. But we have lost 2 hearts in this battle, which is quite significant. I forgot to bounce into that. Oh well. I guess we heal up a little bit more because I did not do that. We are exposed again. The exposed did hit us a lot. Maybe we should have killed the little one first. And put all the poison on the little one too. I think that's what we should have done. And I made a mistake putting the bleed on the big one. When I said poison, I meant bleed. They're the same thing. So this wins. We get out of here alive, but with only 3 hearts, which is not great. Let's put faces on our new die. We only have 3 faces to put on the new die. That's not great either. Okay, okay. So we need to go to campgrounds. We need to go to some campgrounds. We could go this way to go to a couple campgrounds and some more events. And we would get another core for our dice. I think that's important. If we went to the top, we would get lots of normal enemies, which I think is good too, because we get die faces from them. But the bottom gives us a core. Yeah, let's go to the bottom. All right. So if we remember these, this one dodges a lot and has a useless ability called Pest. This one, we don't know what it does. At least I don't remember what it does if it does anything. I think we should poison this one. And that means I'm going to attack it too. We did spend a lot of resolve that first turn, by the way. Okay, so he's dealing a lot of damage. What can we do about that? We can dodge, but we'll dodge this one, which is not the one that we want. I guess we should play this first. We're going to deal damage back as well. And that die does nothing. Okay. We are dodging once here. I'm thinking about whether I want to add more poison to him or start putting poison on the right one. Because you're going to take 2 wounds this turn. Yeah, let's put the poison on the right one. And end our turn. Oh, he did not take 2 wounds. He only took 1 wound. Because the poison happens first, right. The poison always happens first. This one did nothing, okay. Well, we're going to put this on you again because the poison will deal him a wound. And if we draw one attack or poison, we could take him out. He's doing a lot of damage, so we're going to do that. Gone. And we got nothing on that one. It's important to go to fights. That time we got poison, which is actually called poison. Let's just end turn and win. Alright. Ooh, we could get more poison. That one I don't think I like. Apply to confusion. Applying confusion directly. That sounds pretty good. Let's do the informant. So, do we want that on this one? Because we could put it here. Right of this one is that one. Okay, so that means we would apply to confusion and then we would play countermeasures. I like that. And then of course we're going to put this on this one because that one just needs anything. All right, here's our tent. So we get healed 1 heart, which is good because we needed that. I think this is a shop. It has the picture of the money, basically. I don't know if I want to go to a shop, though. I think we need die faces, which could be what they're selling at the shop, but I have no idea. Oh, 3 enemies. That's scary. That's really scary. We got a dodge. I mean, the dodge is good. It's going to cost 4 resolve to play it. I don't like how much resolve we're playing this turn. Okay. Are we going to try to do the center one first or the side ones? Meltar asks what I think about the game so far. So far, I think that it has a really good foundation, and it's not quite as polished as I would like. I think that the physics for rolling the dice is particularly not great at this point, and I think it would be very good for the developers to fix some of the flaws. Some of the more obvious flaws, I guess. But mostly, I'm enjoying it. It has been fun. I haven't really interacted much with the meta progression though yet, so I don't know if I'm going to hate the meta progression or like the meta progression. We'll see when we get there. The fact that it has meta progression in a strategy game is a little bit weird to me. I've had meta progression that I've liked just fine in action roguelikes, but for a strategy roguelike, I'm curious whether I'm going to like it at all. Performs a heavy attack at 3 stacks. Uh-oh. He's got two stacks already. That could be bad. I don't know what his heavy attack is going to be like. So he's got 10 armor this turn, which begs the question of whether we should attack him at all. If we attacked him, we would deal 6 damage. Maybe 7? I don't know if it's already calculating that or not. 7 damage, and then he would take some because of... Oh, he would also take the bleed first. So I think that if we attack him, he takes a wound this turn. Let's find out. He did not take a wound. He exactly did not take a wound. Okay, 20 damage is what he's throwing at me. Alright. And it will be more if we hit him, by the way. Oh no, that one not giving anything was kind of bad. So we are blocking 6. We are taking how much? We're taking 26 after the 6 we block. If we do this, we gain 5. Seems no reason not to do that. So if we do nothing right now, I think we don't take a heart's worth of damage, but just barely. We just barely didn't take a heart. Alright, so that was scary. This is good because we block that attack. And let's see if we can knock him out before he does another one of those heavy strikes. Alright, that's not a heavy strike, it's just 11 damage. I don't think I should bounce into that this turn. Oh no! That was a terrible thing to roll. Alright, we're going to use one of our rerolls. Because we rolled terrible that time. One of the 3 rerolls that we have for the entire campaign, we just used right there. This is a much better outcome. We're still taking a wound here, unless I roll well on this one. Which I did not. If we're definitely taking a wound, which it looks like we are, we should play these 2. And it seems pointless to attack you. Actually, it's not pointless because of the counterattack. Okay. Alright, so let's take another wound. There's our wound. And then we have to survive this turn. We can luckily kill the center one, but we still take a wound unless I roll this one well, which I did not again. Alright, so we killed that one. But unless we roll... This might be a good time to do another re-roll. This die has 2 blocks, 2 defense on it, and the defense would save a heart. Sure. It's not the greatest reroll in the world, but we got it. We saved a heart with that reroll, so it was worth it. So I do really like the mechanics in this game, I think. Oh no. Am I going to use another reroll? This battle has been so hard. Alright, we're using another reroll. It's what we reroll here, which is important. Okay. And here, for that matter, but we needed that 1. We're going to end turn right there. Because this does not deal us a heart's worth of damage. I do really like the mechanics in this game. I think this game is very interesting. It would be nice if it had a little bit more polish to it, but I think that it could really be a good game, given that polish. Okay. We need this. And there we go. We got another one of those. Great. We should be able to kill this left one this turn. And doing that, well, we don't get to do it if we draw that. Doing this helps us a lot. So we killed that one. Now we're not going to just die, which means I feel comfortable putting the poison on. So I believe we lost 1 heart in this battle. But I also used, I think, all 3 of my rerolls in this battle too, which is quite bad. Quite bad. So this was a tough one. I think that kills it. Because we deal 1 heart, and then we knock into this again, and the poison does another heart. Great. Alright. Another informant. I think I like the informant. I don't think I care for drowsy. I called it bad bleed before, and still agree with that. I'd rather have the bleed than the drowsy. Deal 4 to all enemies. Deal 4 damage to target enemy if you bounce. That's a pretty good attack. But I really like my confusion. I think if we have confusion, we slowly win. Let's put confusion on this die. Yeah, let's do that. In fact, let's change this die. The die face at the top. There we go. This is our confusion die. We could even add the other confusion to it if we had another defensive thing to add to the first one. I think I'm going to keep going to battles because we need more die faces, and we get die faces from battles. Okay, which one of these do we kill first? They look the same. I don't know what the pigeon in the front does. I did not mean to bounce into that. That was annoying. Let's kill the pigeon first. Blocking. Another enemy spawns at 3 stacks. Maybe we shouldn't kill the pigeon first? Ooh, it got 2? Oh no. Okay, so if we deal damage to that pigeon again, then another enemy comes? That seems really scary, and this is going to do that. Because the counterattack deals damage. Let's apply confusion to this one. And then maybe we should go after it. So let's hit it. It spawns another one? And that one is attacking immediately? What? That's crazy. So if we hit wait a minute, we have to kill them in 2 hits? Or they just continue to spawn enemies? Wait a minute, there's something I'm not getting here. Well, we're definitely playing that. There's something that I'm not getting here. Okay, I didn't get flocking again. Does it only flock once? Does this one flock? We've dealt damage to it and it didn't get the flocking? I don't know. Let's poison this one. And we should kill it this turn because of that poison. And because of our counterattack. Okay, okay. This battle could have gone very badly. Very badly. If I didn't have so much defense when this pigeon just magically appeared. Oh, you're the stealth man. I remember you. You also exposed me sometimes, I think. Okay, I think the pigeons are much more difficult enemies than the other ones here. What face is that one on? Oh my gosh. It's on the backflip face. Sure, let's backflip. That's where I think this game suffers the most, is the dice physics are not amazing. You are not going to kill yourself, but I think we should do this. And the game relies on the dice physics because of the fact that bouncing off of other dice is a mechanic. So you can't just ignore the bouncing, the dice physics, because of the bouncing mechanic. Right. We just win, right? Yes. I don't actually like any of these. The 2 damage to all monsters might be fine. That might be fine. This one, we have to bounce off of it for it to do anything. This one is not terrible, actually. But this one seems bad to me. Let's do exploit weakness. So exploit weakness is going to go on this one. It is kind of worse, kind of better than a normal attack, a basic attack, because it deals more damage and it has an ability, but it costs more of our own health to play it. And that seems questionable. Overall, that seems questionable. Which face do we want to put that on? I guess this one. Because we can just attack twice. Attacking twice might kill an enemy. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let's think about this further. Ooh, actually, we should put it on this one. Because this one was not getting benefit from this at all. Let's put this here. Could we do an infinite combo? I think an infinite combo is possible. I don't think I want to do an infinite combo. Not currently, but we might try one in the future. Another attack or another resolve regeneration? I think we want either one of these. Let's take the attack. So the attack goes on this die because it's the other one that has attack. You know, it only has 2 attacks, so that was probably not the best choice. Yeah, okay, well, we're going to get another die soon, which will probably have more attacks on it. If we survive the next boss, that is. Alright, the pigeon. I think we don't attack the pigeon first, because it summoning another enemy is really bad. Ooh, confusion. So let's confusion you. And then we play this. Alright, there's no reason to play that, but there's no reason not to. Now that you're confused, this should flip the die to another attack. And then already we've dealt 1 heart of damage. Granted, we used 6 resolve to do that. That's not bad. Actually, that was great. Okay, well, we'll block the pigeon. Oh, the pigeon got 1 flocking because of the countermeasures. The counter attack that we did. So we're causing the other pigeon to come out already. Alright, we are going to confuse you more. And we'll do this. Didn't mean to knock those into each other, but we did. Alright, this will do another flocking. And then he deals damage to us and gets damage back. So I think he's going to summon the other pigeon. And then the other pigeon did not get to immediately attack, because it was already past the turn. Alright, that was good. Alright, well, we're definitely doing this because we can kill this pigeon immediately, which seems good. Alright, knowing how the pigeon works. Knowing how the pigeon works is really helpful. Alright, we're blocking this turn, apparently. Only one of my dice gets benefit from bouncing, so I roll that die first, by the way. I am thinking about that every turn. This die right here... Oh, this... I'm rolling the wrong die first. I should be rolling this one first, because it has the only thing that we have a bounce effect on. Alright, well... Now that I've noticed that, we should roll this die first, just in case we get the thing that has a bounce effect. And can we win next turn? That's the question. Do we ever get the bottom of the dice? I don't think we do, normally. Haha, we got aim for the eyes. Oh, that's the worst one. We got watch and learn, and we got more confusion. I like the confusion. Let's take more confusion. So this is the confused die. So let's do... Could we do confusion, confusion, block? I like it. Confusion, confusion, block. And then I guess we're not getting much out of the bleed right now, so let's just put a different attack. I think I want to go more bleed, but we need to find a good bleed card. A good bleed face. Once we do... Having 2 bleed faces, I think, would be a lot better than 1. I forgot to do this. Oh, we don't have anything that relies on... Alright, so we want to kill the left one first because of the bird bringing up another bird. We don't have any die now that has any bounce effects, so we just roll our dice. One at a time and then do what they do. Actually, I kind of need to know what the other dice are before doing that one. Okay, let's put confusion on you. And I'm kind of thinking that... this one's going to bring out another bird anyway. So we might want to start hitting it. Because it's going to attack for 2. Actually... The counterattack doesn't deal any damage. Oh, okay. Oh, we got 2 flocking anyway. Alright. Well, another bird is coming out very soon. Very soon. And we don't want it to happen on my turn. What does this do? Gain 2 defense when defense is broken. Alright. We took some damage there. Oh, you're attacking for a lot. Alright. We don't like that. We got another attack. Interesting. We're taking damage this turn. We did deal him 1 heart. I think after this turn... After this turn, I have to use this ability. Alright, we might be able to kill the left one this turn, especially if we do that. Oh, he doesn't have any debuffs. Oh, right. So we don't get to kill him this turn. Unless we get a debuff on this one. Okay. The bird is coming in. The other bird is going to come in this turn. Maybe we should target down this bird then. Instead. Let's target down the bird. So we got another bird in. And then this bird should die this turn. We will still use this because we're taking damage. You didn't die. Why didn't you die? I thought you would have died from the countermeasures that we put up. In any event, you die now. And then we've got a whole bunch of confusion. I think we should confuse the big one. Confuse the big one for a lot. And then, since the other bird is here, I guess we are dealing with the birds first. Though I never intended to do that. It just, that's how it ended up going. Well, we can deal a heart to the bird. You got another thing. More reactive skin. So he gains lots of block when we get rid of his block. But if we just don't attack him when he gets blocked, then we're fine, right? Bird down. That one confusion is doing a lot here, because he would be attacking for 12 right now, but instead he's attacking for 9. Alright. I wish we could stack up the confusion higher, though. I would like to get the confusion every turn. Hey, there it is. And we don't want to bounce into our die. There we go. He got more reactive skin, but he doesn't have any block, so it's not helping him. If we could roll one of the attacks here, it would be good. Confuse, defend. Alright. Well, confusing him is also good. He gets even more reactive skin. Your reactive skin is not helping you when you don't block, sir. Alright, we could get 2 parry, which does apply confusion. Or we could get more countermeasures, which is very nice. I like my countermeasures a lot. Let's take more countermeasures. And let's put it on our countermeasure die. And you know what? We would rather have this here, right? And now I have to ask, is there a way? You're doing that. Okay, where can we go to make the opposite? No, we can't make the opposite and the right the same. But the top, I think we could make the same. Anyway, I think we want the confusion more often, so I'm going to put it on the opposite side of the dodge. And then this die could have more block. Doesn't seem great, though. Yeah, we've got our 3 cores. And 2 of them are attack cores. So let's not do the extra block for now. A pack of rodents. Alright, last time we chose fight, we lost. But I'm still going to choose fight again. Alright, let's go. That is a pack of rodents. That's kind of a lot of rodents. Let's see how well we can do against them, though. So which one do I want to hit first, is the question. This one gives them all block, and it has less health. So it could be that one that we go for. Yeah, let's go for that one. I don't know what the rest of them are going to do. Oh, you also gain stealth. You deal extra damage for a couple of turns. We can confuse you. That seems pretty good. Let's confuse you. Confuse you again. Confuse you again. Alright, we're going to deal with you last. Clearly. Since we have confused you for 6 turns. It's 6 turns and it's 6 confusion. Like it has the number at the bottom, the stack number, is both things. It's the number of turns that it lasts, and it's the amount of effect you get out of it. Okay, dodge 1. Dodge 1, confuse you even more. Block. Confuse. Do we want to keep confusing this guy? Yes. It is helping every time we do. It's reducing how much damage he deals. Alright, and we're dealing damage back as well this turn. Well, we're definitely going to do that. That's good to see when we're being attacked for as much as we are. And confusion. Maybe we should confuse one of the other ones too. Let's confuse you. It helps this turn in particular. That one kills itself. Alright. So now we have 2 confused rodents that we're fighting. I think 2 confused rodents is perfectly fine. You've got more confusion. You've got block. So I guess we'll go against the one that does not have block. And start confusing this one. Alright. I do like my confusion. It's going very well. Alright, some block. And some more block. You will not kill yourself because you gain the 3 first. Alright, so 1 heart down. This doesn't do anything really. Should not have played it actually. We're going to confuse you more. Confuse you more. Alright, they're both very confused. That's what we like to see. Deal another wound. Block a little bit. That didn't do anything because he's only doing 1 damage. Alright. The left one is going down. We just have to hit it with this die. Alright, the left one is down. Now the right one, if we hit it, which we won't do. Oh, we will. It gains armor for every damage it deals. Oh, never mind. We're allowed to hit it. And it doesn't deal much damage, so it never really gains much armor, because we have reduced how much damage it deals by kind of a lot. Alright, I think we've won this battle. We just have to go through the rest of it. Which takes a little while because we don't have a lot of attack in our dice. But we are so safe. Should I roll this? Yeah, because if we rolled the exhausted side, then we could unexhaust it, which would be good. Great. So that's down. So there's another bleed card. I said that I did want another bleed card. And I don't really like either of these. So let's get the other bleed card. The bleed die face. And so we're going to kind of be sad that we took this. You know what? Maybe we should put the bleed there so that it comes more often. Yeah, I'm going to make this a defensive die with some bleed, which means this dice core was kind of pointless. Maybe we'll use it for the next die that we get. But I'm a little bit sad that I chose that die core now. These two. Have we fought him? Can't remember if we fought him or somebody that looked similar to him, maybe? Somewhat similar? Oh, right. I already forgot that this one has bleed on it now. So we should always roll that one first. So always roll this one first. We got the bleed side. So we use our bleed side. There we go. 6 bleed is pretty good. We might have to... Oh gosh. Why did you switch to 2 times 10 there? Did I read that right? I thought it said 2 times 6 and then it changed to 2 times 10. Well, we're going to confuse you. 2 times 4. I forgot to roll this die first again. Well, let's confuse you again. And then maybe stop confusing you so much. No, let's confuse you again. Alright. Remember which die to roll first. Oh, you know what? It said 2 times 4, but it only actually did 2 damage. I think that's just a mistake in the graphics there. So he's got 4 bleed, 3 resolve regeneration, so he's going to die in his own turn. I also forgot to roll this one first again. I probably should not have played that last die. Okay. Well, we have won this battle, it seems. Especially if I can remember to use my poison, which I did a little bit there. Why did the poison not deal him damage? I feel like it should have, and it didn't, and I don't know why it didn't. Either way, we win this turn. I think we win this turn before he attacks us. Okay, so we've got Powerful Shot, which is another bleed card, but the 4 resolve cost really hurts. That really hurts me to see that 4 resolve cost. Maybe we want this one, the Ricochet. Doing 2 damage to all enemies seems okay. It's just the 2 cost. The 4 cost is so much worse though, so let's take the 2 cost one. We can always choose not to play it, not to use the effect. We could put it on that one. I guess we should put it on this one. And we should make it so that it hits this one, so that we can do 3 damage and then 8 damage, and then 6 damage. That would cost us 5 of our own health, but we would do 3 separate hits of damage, so we might be able to kill something immediately. It's a concept. It's maybe not the best concept, but it's a concept. Alright, we definitely needed that health. And it looks like we're going to have a bunch of events in the next one. If we make it there. Let's defeat this boss. So this boss has 75 health. And absorption. Gain 1 foolish attack when an ability becomes exhausted. Lose 1 foolish attack when exhausted abilities are used. So we only have one thing that exhausts. So maybe we should be careful to play it, to choose to play it or not. And all right. So 75 is a lot, but we should be able to chunk through it just fine. Slowly, but just fine. More if we get to bounce off of that. Alright, so we actually are doing just fine in our resolve, and we've applied 6... Wait a minute, what did he just do? He exhausted one of my things? Did he exhaust one of my things? He gained 1 foolish attack. Does this die have an exhausted side? Oh, it does. He removed one of my shields on this die. That's annoying. That's really annoying, actually. Especially because he's getting extra attack because he exhausted my thing. Okay, that's a lot worse than I thought it was. Because I thought it would only affect it when I intentionally used my own thing. Okay, he applied me with Drowsy, which is bad bleed. We don't care about the bad bleed. Alright. Let's keep bleeding him dry, it seems. Seems like that's what we're doing here. Although he might exhaust another one of my things. That might be what he's doing. No, he didn't. He applied more Drowsy to me. Drowsy we don't care about. It's annoying. It does some damage to me every turn, basically, but it's not that bad. I don't think. I mean, if you keep adding Drowsy, though, it may be bad bleed, but enough of it is pretty bad. Even if it doesn't kill me. Ho-ho, Confusion is good. Even though we have to pay 2 for it. Alright, he's got plenty of bleed on him now. We really have no reason to put more bleed, I don't think. He exhausted another one of my things. Doing 17 damage. It costs 4. Oh, it costs 4, but it also reduces his attack by 5, right? It does. Okay. So that was worth it. And we're hitting his hearts directly now, every turn. So we should, as long as we can survive the next couple turns, we win. Actually, I think we win this turn. Because we attack and then the bleed kills him. If the bleed didn't kill him, that would kill him. Got him. Alright, Hypnosis Breaker. We defeated the Hypnozard, apparently. That was the achievement we got there. Alright, we got a new die, which is good. The fact that we don't have many die faces to put on it is maybe not so good. But we do have a core that works better for that die than this one. So we'll put that core on it at least. And we have the need for another core and 2 more die faces. The Funeral. We could attack a ghost, or we could pay respects. So the ghost is donning a mask, and it stands beside a weathered skeleton adorned with the same eerie mask. So this is not a bad ghost. This is just a ghost that is respecting the death of another ghost, basically. Let's pay our respects. We got the ability that I didn't like before. Alright. Fine. We got one random dice ability. You know, it's not terrible because we'll just put it on this. But it seems worse than a normal defend to me. So I'm not sure how much we liked that. A weeping ghost. Following the haunting sound, you stumble upon a spectral figure perched upon a gnarled tree branch. A translucent woman clad in ethereal garments weeps silently, her tears shimmering like drops of moonlight. Okay. Well, we can do two things that aren't just horrible. We can either console or listen to her story. Those sound kind of like the same thing to me, but let's listen to her story. Through her words, you glean insights into the corrupted creatures that roam the trail and the vulnerabilities hidden within their cursed forms. You gain 4 Reflect. Reflect half the damage to the attacker. Is that 4 battles that we have that? I don't know what that means exactly. Alright, an important decision point here. We could either skip by this or do this one. I think we should do it. No reason not to do this. Ho-ho, the ghost dogs. Oh no. The scare. We have to be careful how quickly we hit them. This one has more attack. So every time we kill a ghost dog, they do less to us. Oh, the reflect is apparently only for this battle. Alright. Well, we're going to focus down a ghost dog. But we have to remember not to beat it too quickly. Right, we have to not beat it too quickly. Actually, my poison might be bad here. Because the poison could cause... I'm still going to get it. The poison could cause me to get another scare when I didn't intend to. Which is kind of bad, right? Oh my gosh. They dealt me bleed. They gave me 6 bleed. And they're doing a ridiculous amount of damage. Okay, well... We should make you do less damage. And we probably don't use the bleed this turn. I have to think about that. Let's roll this one without using the bleed. Oh, that's good. Dodge. We will definitely dodge. And then we have confusion. What comes next? Reflect. Alright, well, that's good and bad. So if they go right to left, then we're going to dodge the 10 attack one. So let's apply more confusion to you. And then we do this. In theory, right now, I will dodge 10 damage. I will take 5, which goes into my shield. And then I'll take 10, which it deals me 9 of that. Which means I could attack, but it could be bad if I attacked. I think we should attack. But we should not play this one, and I'm glad that I did not use that one. Alright, so I think we're going to deal another heart's worth of damage here with the reflect, with the counterattack. But at least we're not going to get a scare. And this might be a good time to use this. No reason not to, right? Okay. We killed that one. Haha. And did we lose a heart? I think we didn't. I think we had 2 scares. No, we must have lost a heart. Right? Oh, the reflect killed me. because I had both countermeasures and reflect, which were different things. So I dealt 2 to that one ghost, and I lost a heart because of it. Had no idea that it worked that way, so there's nothing I could have really done against that without knowing more than I know. Alright, let's be very careful about that. Do I want to bounce into this die? Not really, because I want to be very careful not to spend too much. Alright, well, this battle was pretty scary, honestly. And is still scary, for that matter. We are currently set to lose another heart. Oh, that did not help us. We've got a defense on this one, which we did not roll. What does this one do? Oh, that one's not too terrible. And actually, we do want to bounce off of it. Alright. So that was a bad defense. It was actually bad defense, but it turned out to be okay in the current circumstance. Should I use this? It would cost me 2 to use it. I think we should. Okay, we have to be very careful to not deal 2 hearts to that one this turn. Might be hard. At least we don't have our reflect anymore. Oh, actually we lost the thing. Oh, great. So we could kill this one this turn and it would be fine. How about that? Let's plan to do that then. And do we want to roll into this? We do. Because then we play it, we regain, and then we can deal you damage. Alright, we have 1 scare, 2 scare, and then we lose 1 scare. Good. Alright. So we have to not kill this one too fast, but I don't think that's a problem anymore. I mean, it's at least not a problem right now, because we don't have the ability to deal it much damage. And it also does practically no damage to us. That one's not bad. So we want to actually roll into that, I think. Yeah. And I think we should play this. But we should not play that. Alright, great. We're healing back up. I'm not sure if we could have avoided the damage that we ended up taking in this battle, but... the wound that we took in this battle, that is. But we might have been able to avoid it. Alright, we've got no scares, so we can just win this turn. Alright, good. Let's win this turn. Alright, ghosts are dangerous. Ghosts are dangerous, I say? I do like the hide. I still really don't like the backstab. Also, the backstab is significantly worse until we get hide. So let's take hide and gain 4 stealth. We will put that maybe on that one. Yeah, this is a super attack die. This die has a space and should be an attack die basically. Let's put the hide put the hide here. And then this one gets another defense. That one's kind of a hybrid die. Alright. Where are we going here? We do have only 2 hearts left, so getting more hearts would be good. It seems like the best way to do that is to go this path. So I guess we'll go that path then. Another weeping ghost. So we listened to the story last time, and oh look, because we've done this before, we get to see what it does. Oh, I wish more games did this. This is an excellent feature in this game. Once you choose a thing in an event once, you get to know what it does in the future. So based on the fact on how that last ghost battle went, we really don't want the 4 reflect. It's actually bad for us. So let's console her instead. We lose 10 resolve. We gain 20 gold, but lose 10 resolve. We have 35 resolve. Didn't that go up by 10? Hold on. I think that went up by 10. I think it told us the wrong thing. Alright, decreases by 5 per ghost dog. Increases by 3 per ghost dog. Increases by 3 per ghost dog. So we want to kill this one first, basically. That's what we've learned. Alright, let's kill that one first. We also should have rolled this die first, which I keep forgetting because of that. Although the poison could be bad for us, so maybe I should be careful about rolling that die first. It at least gives us the option, though. Okay, so we're not dying this turn. Not dying this turn is good. We did take a lot of damage. I think that's how the ghost dog battles go. You take a lot of damage at the beginning. Ooh. That one deals 3 to all monsters and then flips to the right. Let's roll this one first. We gained a dodge. Dodge is good. Ooh, and we get a confusion. Alright. Let's confuse the one that's attacking us this turn. And then we get this. This is the one that I was kind of worried about. We're going to play it, but it does mean that we might need to be pretty careful about how much we play of that. Let's roll this. Alright. Okay, so if we do this, which I think is a good idea, we could now play this, and it would deal 8 damage, which means it could defeat one of the hearts there. But we want to not defeat the second one of those hearts. Because if we did, the countermeasures that we have, the counterattack, would hit the third, and we would lose our own heart. So, we will attack this one instead. 6 damage. This also does 6 damage. That's not bad. Gets it down to 0, which means we can start on that one soon. Alright. So we've got 2 scare, and it goes down to 1 scare. Good. So that means we can kill this one, and we'll be fine. We just have to be careful about what else we do. Alright, we're definitely going to block. Blocking is good. And this is fine. That's fine. We could use this right now. Let's kill this one. And then we need to not hit this one this turn. Because if we did, our countermeasures would deal it a damage. So we're going to hit this one instead. Alright. So we've got our scare down to 1. 1 scare means we can do a damage, and it would be fine. But we can't deal 2 damage. Dealing 2 damage is not fine. Okay, so we'll do 1 damage. And then carefully not do a 2nd damage this turn. Okay. So we can't kill it this turn, but we could deal a damage to it. Let's probably just do that. This is good though. Alright. So we're going to just deal this. And then we're not going to play that other one at all. Because we want to be very careful about how quickly we knock these guys out. Alright. Let's roll one of these. Oh, that one's pretty nice. I think we want to knock into that die. Yes. Although the confusion costing more is pretty bad. But we can play this. We can kill this one. Then we can confuse this one. And then let's not play those. Alright. So we've got 1 scare. We could deal a total of 1 heart's damage, and that would be okay. Let's just play this for the 3. Alright, we're not doing 1 heart's damage. That's actually kind of good for us, because that means that next turn we are free to do 2 hearts worth of damage and not lose a heart ourselves. So there's 1 heart. Let's confuse it more. Confusing it more seems like a good plan. Alright. Now we could kill it and that would be fine. Alright. We kill it. And we got out of that battle. That was hard, because a lot of ghosts is dangerous. Ooh, we should take this one. So this one is better for bleed, this one is better for attack, but it costs 4. 4 resolve is too costly, in my opinion. So, this one's going to be the confusion bleed one. Confusion plus bleed is that one. We could change this confusion into this, or we could put the dodge somewhere else. I actually don't care about the attacks that much anymore, especially if we're going to do more with bleed. It's just that, what are we doing? Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to put this here, we're going to put this there. So we've got a spiky block die. This one is going to have this. So we've got, this one causes us to attack more, or the same amount as we would otherwise. But this one has a little bit more defense on it than we did before. And our bleed die, everything that we roll except for the stealth causes us to do bleed, which I think is good. This is scrolling a little bit far right, sir. Too far right. So we don't actually want the reflect. The console did the wrong thing. It does something different than it says. I don't really know if that I want to banish her, though. I mean, we've got to try it, right? Banish the ghost. You gain 10? What? Is this like the most dangerous ghost ever? We just gained 10 meta currency things. Deal and receive double damage. Lose 1 when damaged. Deal and receive double damage. Okay. But if we damage it, then they stop doing double damage? Is that what it meant? So if we damage this, then... it didn't lose 1. What? Okay, so... it just always does double damage. I see. That's kind of scary. Oh, we dodge? We dodge that attack? That's amazing. Oh, right. Do we actually want to do bleed against this one? Kind of not. So I'm fine that we didn't do much with our bleed. We could actually deal 3 damage this turn, and it would be terrible, because we would take a heart of damage ourselves. Alright. Let's slow this down a little bit. Okay. Oh, you know what? Our reflect still dealt damage, even though we dodged. The reflect still dealt damage. Okay. So if we reflect, then they lose a heart and we get 1 scare. So we probably don't do any of these other ones. Yeah, we're not doing any of those. It didn't take half the damage? What? I'm confused. I'm confused as to how that happened. Stealth is great in this fight. We take half damage. That's nice. Half damage for 4 turns. We are allowed to hit it. I guess let's just play that. We are allowed to hit you. So we're going to hit you once. And then I think you're going to take another one when you attack us. No. For some reason. So confusion helps. We can defeat this enemy this turn and we won't lose a heart. Alright. That's what I like to hear. Defeat this enemy this turn, don't lose a heart. We didn't exactly defeat it, but we also didn't lose a heart, so we're good. Alright. So we gained 10 points for that? Ho ho, 10 meta progression coins for that battle. That's nice. I am going to pick countermeasures again. This is going to be the countermeasures die right here. And then... do I want more defense? Or do I want that attack? I think I want more defense still. Even though the die core is terrible for what we're doing with it, I still think I want the defense. Alright. I think the scroll is broken. The scroll is broken. Alright, one of these battles. We've got the lone wolf and the 2 pack hunters. So you always kill the lone wolf first, and you have to survive. Surviving is hard. But confusing one of them is very nice. We do not want to apply poison in this fight. It's too dangerous to apply poison. Alright. We actually want to attack pretty quickly at first, because the sooner we knock down one of these hearts, the sooner knocking down more is actually a good idea. Alright, that one was kind of annoying. Oh, we bounced into that? Alright, well, we did. Do we want to poison you? I guess I will. I will poison you. But I don't know if it's a good idea. At least we poisoned it only for a little bit. Note that they're poisoning us too, which is kind of bad for us. Alright, we're just going to play that. The problem with the bounce is that it gains +2 per bounce, which is also the amount that it costs more if you bounced. Because it costs 1 per die, so it doesn't really help. Alright, we got the poison again. So we should use this now, so that we remember to use it at all. Oh man, the soul bite is hurting us kind of a lot. We did deal 1 heart's worth of damage there, which is good. That means we could kill that one, and we would be okay. So just play that. Alright, so we should be killing that one this turn, based on those die rolls. So let's confuse you for a while. And then, yes, we should kill that one. Alright, we killed it. We're down to almost nothing. Part of that is because of how much soul bite they have put on us. And now we have to do very well. We only have 3 to work with, which is not a whole lot. So I think what we need to do is the confusion. The confusion is good because it only costs 1 to do the confusion. So confuse you some more. This one costs 2 to play, so that uses the rest. And then now we just don't use those dice, and we should heal more this turn because of that. We're healing for 8 this turn instead of the normal 6. Good. Alright, and we lost all of our scare. So now if we attacked, it would be just fine. You know, maybe we should roll this die first. Alright. Kind of knew what that die was going to do, but still. That's probably not worth it. It cost 4 to unexhaust that. We don't have that. Okay, well, we are going to heal up very slightly this turn. Oh, the soul bite. The soul bite is killing us. We basically need this one to roll a defense. It did not. Alright, what's our next plan? If we rolled confusion, it would be good. Alright, we got confusion. We're going to confuse you. And then confusing you again would only reduce it by 1. So we should confuse you. And unfortunately, this still causes us to take damage. Oh man, we might die this fight. We took a heart. We lost a heart. We only have 1 left. Okay, that saved us a little bit right there. And then what is this die going to do? Well, there's no reason not to attack, because we don't end the battle if we don't attack. Alright, we're at 6. We're at 6, we can basically always defend, but we need to defend more than once, basically. Every turn. Well, you know, this means that we can deal this one damage twice. Oh no, oh no. I shouldn't have done it the second time. Because now we're going to die because of the counterattack, right? We died because of the counterattack. I think we could have gotten out of that battle, but we were dying really fast after that. Perforate. Deal 3 damage 3 times, but it costs 4. 4. That hurts. Oh, that one's quite nice. Deadly Patience. Costs 0, get 5 block, and apply Exposed. I like that. Alright, well, I am going to stop this stream for now. I might stream this again. If you liked seeing me stream a new game that I've never played before, that I don't know if I would recommend or not, let me know. I might do this more if people comment and say they liked it. But before we leave... Wait a minute. Why does it say 4? Didn't we earn 10? We earned 10 in one of those battles. Wait a minute. We got cheated? We got cheated out of some of our meta progression points. Maybe you only get those if you win the run? That doesn't seem right. We should have a lot more than this, I think. I was gonna put the Sturgeon Pond, the upgrade that I hate, down, but apparently I can't, so we're not going to. Alright, basically, we've seen some bugs. We've seen some places that this game really needs more text on the screen or needs more help, but the core of the game is great. I think this could really be an absolutely great game if they fixed a couple things. You know, some of the bugs, some of the UI issues could need improvement, and especially the physics for the dice rolling, I think really needs to be changed. I think it needs to be upgraded to the point that it's more random and doesn't have dice on top of each other and stuff like that. So I think there's some issues, but it was released 2 days ago, and it was, or 1 day ago, and I think it's from an indie developer. It's probably a small development team. They're probably going to continue working on it. So I have high hopes. But until then, let's close the game. Let me know if you'd like to see more of this. I would do more of this if people wanted.